Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at Age of Wushu, and this is a free-to-play MMORPG with a heavy emphasis on martial arts. So let's get started. As you can see, I am in the character creation process, but one thing for you to know when you're in the character creation process, you only get one character per server. Right now the game, this portion of the game I'm doing from the North American side of things, and there's 3 servers available in North America. Eventually Age of Wushu will open up in the EU, and then you guys will be able to play there. You get 1 character per server, so keep that in mind because there are 4 different options here, and this is basically giving you kind of a background story. Now I'm going to go through the character creation process so you guys can see how that goes, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move over to my other character that I've already created so you guys can see things a little bit deeper into the game. I'll explain why when I'm in the game a little bit further as to why I went that route, but let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to kind of choose a background. And there's your background story. The game is very heavily focused on story. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of storytelling, there's a lot of background, there's a lot of history, and there's a lot of cutscenes that you're going to see in the game based upon your story. So the first one is the Nameless Sword. You guys can read all these. You've got the Phoenix Pledge. You can see each of these kind of have their little differences. A lot of stuff that you're seeing in these storylines come from, maybe movies you've seen or, myth, lore type of things like that. So this is a story of full action and romance. So I can't even choose the Scholar's Legend right now. But either way, we're going to go with the Tale of Tian Shan Swords and go ahead and create. Now once you're in here, as you can see, a couple things that caught my eye right away. One, there's no option really to choose a lot of different hairstyles or things like that. As you can see, you kind of got your default face. You don't have a lot of options here when it comes to these things. Now there's a few, but not a ton like you would normally see. And then when you're looking at things like your hairstyle, you get in here, where's hair color? You pretty much, everybody has black hair and only 3 hairstyles. Now, the reason I think that this exists and this may be in existence is the game is planning on having, and already does have in their game shop, a lot of cosmetic items. So we may see a lot of these cosmetic items come into play. You also have a lot of crafting items that you can utilize to change up your outfits and the way you look and things like that as well. So I'm guessing that the character creation portion of the game is a bit limited simply because it is more along the lines and pushed and focused towards the cash shop and those items being very important. So we're going to go ahead and go through a couple of these different options. You can see you can change outfits and stuff like that. Let's go. It doesn't really matter, but you can adjust a lot of things. Eyebrows, eyes, nose, cheekbone, ears, mouth, jaw, and facial features. And you can save a facial shape, so you could say, okay, well, later on I want to have that for another character or something along those lines. So let's go ahead and create our name. Now one thing that I noticed is I couldn't earlier do, let's see, let's get this over here. I couldn't earlier separate the names, but let's try to do this again. Oh. Let's see if this will work. Oh, I can't have it be the length that I want. You need a good name. Alright. So that's not going to work. So let's try this again, if I can type it in. Boom, there we go. So we got the name we wanted. And there we go. Now we're going to go, play. I'm actually not going to hit play. I'm not going to play this character. I'm going to switch over to my other character. So hang tight. I will be right back with my other character so you guys can see a little bit deeper into the game and I can cover a lot more of the game's features and stuff like that. Because otherwise, I'm not going to be able to show you guys a lot of stuff if I jump in right here and right now. So hang tight and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we go. We're in. Now we've got our character select. So this is my much further along character. I can't say a level because the game actually doesn't have any levels. Now one thing that you want to know, the game is PvP heavy. So when you first log in, you're going to have to confirm that you're okay with playing in a game that is open world PvP. Anywhere you go, you can take and get attacked. And if you are attacked, you can take and you can actually become, or if you are the attacker, you can actually become really kind of a bad guy and hunted down, and there'll be bounties on your head and all of that stuff. But here we go, we're kind of looking at a diary right here. So we got Janq experience. Your travels have made you wise. Experience gained 9 points. We'll claim that. So you do get things even when you're offline. And there are offline jobs you can actually do. You can become a beggar or different things like that. So there's a lot of different stuff. Let's go ahead and claim the HP, internal force, and nutrition are fully recovered. Of course we want to claim that. Alright, so now a couple things that I want to get into right away. When you first start the game is not going to shove you right away into combat. You're going to spend a lot of time kind of roaming around and learning about the city and the town that you're in. As you can see, the backgrounds are really lush and really pretty, stuff like that. You can also see like there's a lot of crazy things in the environments. You can see people can jump, you can do double jumps. There's a lot of really cool stuff to see here. And as you're moving around, one thing that you're also going to see is there's a lot of players in the game. The game is pretty full as far as players are concerned. Now we do have a mount, so we'll bring out our mount. Where's he at? He's running around here somewhere. Here he comes. He's coming to check us out. So we're going to go ahead and jump on our mount. Maybe. There we go. Let's get on the mount. And the animations are actually pretty well done. And when you do get into combat, the animations then are also pretty well done as well. And you can see, like, you know, when we take off, our horse is jumping around. Oh, you see, I did get attacked by that guy right there. So he tried to PK me, but no luck. He completely missed me because I just zoomed right by him on my horse. Now, one of the cool things is, let's get into some of the different stuff that's going on here. Let's look at our character. Actually, let's look at skills real quick. Now, you're not going to sit there and, like I said, there's no levels. So skills and things of that nature are very untraditional. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to get these skill books that are going to teach you different attacks. And you can see here you've got basic skills. These are your basic moves. And they do different things. And then you get into barehanded skills. And you're going to get different barehanded skills dependent upon what actual school you decide to follow. And in the schools, it'll become very important because there's 8 different schools that you can choose from. And of those 8 different schools, they all break down differently. Some of them only males can join. Some of them only females can join. Some of them, you know, you're basically the bad guys. Some of them you're the good guys. And of course, we have the ever-hated gold sellers running around here as well. So the nice thing is they do have the ability to go ahead and blacklist these guys, and you can blacklist them pretty quick. But like we said, you've got this. Now, you're probably saying, well, how do I level these skills up that I have? And you can see right here, you can put them into cultivation. And when you cultivate an item, then as you gain experience, and that experience turns into cultivation points, and then you actually level up. And you can see here, required cultivation for level 2 is 19,900. And as I gain that cultivation experience, then I will no longer have to be level 1. I will be level 2 skill with that. Now, one thing that I can say is right here in Combine, that's usually where the gold cells are. So just go over to your school. You'll be able to see like-minded people. Like I'm a member of the Shaolin school. So you can see people that are talking about the same school, talk about the same skills, stuff like that, and also get a lot of good tips. So let's get out of this. Let's go to our cultivation. You can see right here, right now, we're in meditation. And we've got suspended internal cultivation. So what we're going to do is we can go ahead and do that right there. Click the internal cultivation and it starts. Now, if I don't earn any additional bonus cultivation, then it's going to take me 1 hour and 7 minutes to reach level 4, which as you're running around and doing different things, it's not really a big deal. Now you can also take and get into, I need to go here, turn that off. Oh, it's because I'm riding my horse. So let me get off my horse and I will be able to, let's dismount, there we go, and then I will be able to look at some of these things. So we get into practice mode of cultivation. What we can actually do here is we can actually gain cultivation by purchasing these different items. And you can see down here what their costs are, and you can choose whether you want to pay with the coin that you actually find, or with you could spend these coins and actually get double the normal rate. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and you can see it gains cultivation. This little yin and yang sign spins around. So, and you can see this is now down by 1 minute, or we can spend this and we dropped it by 5 minutes. So you can really progress a lot further along if you want to take and spend the coins that you get. You can get coins by a lot of different methods. You can earn money by taking and doing different quests or doing the dailies. Let's see if I can bring those up real quick. They are, I need to find them. So there's the rare item shop. I have to tell you guys, there's a lot going on here. The game has a lot of depth to it. So I'm going to move around and you're going to see a lot of stuff. But instead of trying to find certain things, I'm going to go through each thing. So The identity here, you have these different challenges you can see by a school, and you can see all the different things. Meditation, reaching level 5. This is basically your achievements, and you've got all different ones, whether it be Jianghu, whether it be your school. You can see here all the different schools, or your life, which is all the different professions. You can see you've got this based upon collection, which is miner, hunter, farmer, woodsman, or fisherman. Then manufacturing, tailor, chef, poison maker, craftsman, blacksmith, and herbalist. Or culture, which is the different kind of musicians or scholars, including painter. And then you can also be a beggar, a divinator, and there's all kinds of different things that you can do in the game. Like I said, the depth is pretty much almost endless. So you can see here's the life skills, and right now I do have the one life skill, which is tailoring, and I can get into different things. I can actually tailor and create different items, or I can do embroidery, I can do assembly or disassembly. So let's go ahead and we can bring up our life skill of tailoring. You can see here I need coarse cloth, and then I can be able to make that. And you can also get additional recipes that will allow you to make additional things like these small bags, medium bags, and then you can take, and once you create those things, you can actually become a seller and open up a stall, and then people can buy from you, and that's one way that you can actually earn money. So let's keep going. So then you've got your team options here, where you can go in, join a team. Here are just the people nearby me that I can take and invite to my team. And then you've got partners, which are basically people that you know and stuff like that you can invite onto your team. Then you've got, here's your online stall. I can throw a bunch of things in here, and then I can actually go online. I can also do this while I'm offline and sell things while I'm offline. Put things like these boots into the stall there and sell those for different people. And then we do have, let's close all of this. We do have our tasks or a quest log. You can see here, these are all the quests for our stories. Then you've got travel quests. You can see here, guide to cultivating, join a guild, slanderous gossip. You've got all kinds of different stuff. Then you've got different recommended tasks you can see here, and you can actually find out who has this for you. Just click on them, and then the game will start running you off in that direction. You'll be able to jump into those. And then you've got mysteries, which haven't become available yet. Then we did already take a look at the skills, which are under K. Then here under J is the school info. And we can see here, we can see all the different things that are going on with the school, our school's treasure, school's regulations. You can see here, like, respect your elders. If you break these regulations, you actually will take a negative. So you will take and you can, if you go and you kill other people or you harm your fellow school members, you'll actually get disciplinary acts, and it'll give you a negative, make you closer to a known player killer or a criminal, essentially. You get your school position, and you can see all these different people are in these different positions and stuff like that. And these are showing, most of these are NPCs, so that's where they exist on the mastery schedule. Then you get school founding elders, so you can see the depth that goes on into all of these different things when it comes to your school are pretty crazy. And you can see the school's artifacts and relics, things of that nature, and there's a lot of history behind all these things that really give a lot of more depth even to the game. And then you got sects function, which you can see here. You can launch a school war against another school. You've got school support. You've got school tournaments where you can fight within the school tournaments. You can see they're held at this time every Sunday. Positions of leadership. And then you've got teleport points, which is really cool. You can take and just be able to teleport around to different places on the map. Speaking of the map, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Now, the one thing that I wish you could do is zoom out on the map. You can zoom in, not in, but you can actually take and you can add map markers. You can search for different coordinates on the map. The nice thing is you can also search for NPCs. So if you're looking for a specific NPC, you can just find them on there, double click them, and your character will actually take off. You can also double click on the map and your character will take off to that point. You see those little red dots showing up as well, but we don't want to leave yet. Now, as far as basic movement is concerned, you can click to move on the ground, or you can WAS and D move around. So it's kind of nice to have those different options. So let's cruise off this way. We've got our shop, we've got our missions. Let's bring up our missions. So here in the missions, you've got these daily events. You can see you've got guild battles, you've got an escort mission, and they're all available at certain times. So you can see here, you got school patrol. These are things that will really give you a lot to do. So you can see, I mean, the depth in the game and all the things you can do, and I haven't even started fighting anything yet, which is pretty crazy when you really think about it. And my guy's moving really slow, so you know what we need to do? We need to bring out our horse. So there's our horse. Let's jump on him. let's start cruising over and get over. Now you can also hit 2 and sprint with your horse. And let's see, I think we're headed outside. We are headed outside, so hopefully we're headed out here to get ourselves into some trouble. So let's see what we get ourselves into. Hopefully I can. If not, I will show you guys some combat against some boars before we get too far. But the cool thing is basically all of the I want to say monsters, but they're not really. It's more like the things that you're going to fight are essentially everything is rated to you. So if you see here, like we're going to go up against these boars, they don't have a level, but they are rated to you. So you're going to end up taking and fighting these boars. And if you're, if you've got your skills up really high, then they're going to be more difficult. So it's kind of nice that everything is rated like that, where it's just going to kind of scale with you. Now we're going to get into, I'm going to show you as many of these different skills as I can, because they all do a lot of different stuff. So we can get into this, do a little area of effect, get into battle here, start attacking with our weapon really quick, and down he goes. So let's go over here. Let's see if we can find some more boars, do some more combat, and show you guys some more of these skills. Now you do have, as you can see right under here, you have a rage meter. Right now it's 0 to 90. Now as that rage meter compiles up, there will be skills that will require rage, and then I will be able to do those and be able to attack with those skills only once the rage has actually compiled up. Well, let's go ahead and head off in a different direction. See if we can't find some fun stuff to get ourselves into. But you can see here, you've got all kinds of different stuff. Make a throw cloud headgear. Let's go talk to him. Let's go talk to How Strong. Oh, I didn't get on my horse. I thought I did. Let's get on the horse. Come on now. Oh, I got too far away from him. So let's go ahead and get on him this time. Where's he at? There we go. He didn't like me too much that time, but we'll get on him this time. So let's go talk to How Strong. Pretty funny name if you ask me. How Strong. I hope you guys like my name, Limpy Wang, because I think it's hilarious. But while we're running along, one of the things that is a little bit disappointing is there's certain things you can't even just look at while you're cruising along on your horse, and that's kind of silly in my mind. So, but hey, little things here, little things there. You can see Jiangsu record for 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. I basically have none of those things, so we'll have to see how that plays out over time. Then you've got the trade center, which you can see here. You can see all kinds of different items that people are selling that you can take a look at. And you can see this guy has already sold everything. This person, they have a bunch of stuff. Some coarse cloth, which I could definitely use to make some stuff. And they're looking for 10 wen. So not really that expensive. Get my hands on that. Start improving my crafting. And basically, just keep in mind that everything you do in this game will actually get you experience, which turns into cultivation points. So you can sit there and just craft away all day long, and you're going to get experience and going to gain. And you're going to be able to level up your different skills by just doing that if that's what you want to do. You don't even have to go outside to actually fight anything if you don't want to. You can actually gain skill and gain mastery in all your skills just by doing those things. So let's see. And this is what's really funny is I'm actually still in the tutorial. I'm probably about 3 hours into the game as well. So pretty nuts when you think about that. So you can see here, we spoke with him, and that gave me a different quest. So I have my storyline quests, I have all, and then I now have these gossip quests. So I heard this guy found a mysterious cave, buy him a rice wine at the Young Tower to reveal your goodwill. So let's go to here and buy him a rice wine. Where are you? Alright, let's trade. Let's buy this little dude a rice wine. So there we go. And you do have in your backpack, you do have the nice tabs. You know, you've got kind of your goods, then you've got equipment and gear, which you can take and wear. Let's go ahead and put that on. No, I don't want to sell that. And then you've also got materials, and then you've got task stuff. So it's cool that it's separated out because you do start to run out of space really, really quick. And you can see you can increase the space right there. So we bought our rice wine. Let's open up our backpack. Let's throw on these different shoes right there. So there we go. So those are equipped. They have a defense of 11, so they're much better. So of course we want to wear those. So let's get out of here. Now let's go find him and see if we can give him his rice wine. See if we can make him happy. Oh, where is he? He's right here. So our horse is freaking out. Let's get off of our horse. Make him go away. See if that makes things any better. So buying him a rice wine didn't seem to work. Let's see, do we do it through the inn servant? Buy him a rice wine at the tavern, which we did. I believe we did. Let's make sure that we did. Let's go see here. An item bag. Uh-oh. We did get a new bit of space there. So we can put that there, and there you go. You see some space showing up. I don't think I actually bought that rice wine. Return money. Tell me what happened. All right, cool. So, okay. So let's talk to him again. Let's trade. Buy the rice wine. And I think we're good to go. Do we buy it? Silver? No. There we go. Now we have 2 rice wines. We did buy it before. I guess because we just didn't finish talking to him. People are difficult. What should I do? Accept the task. All right. So let's see if we can actually give this to him now. Nope. Looks like it's a little bit bugged out. So let's talk to this guy again. It's new Get Gossip. I see. Let's actually not believe it. I don't believe it. So, well, either way, I'm not going to continue with that story. But as you can see, the game has a lot of depth to it. I didn't even really get into any of the fighting. The PvP, like I said, the game is PvP heavy. You did see that guy try and attack me. But right now, I'm especially trying to just build up my character before I really get into that PvP stuff. You do, of course, have the crazy stuff where you're going to be able to jump in and fly across and run across water and fly through the air and do all those things. So you do have a lot of those skills available to you. Very Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, as you may recall that movie. You also have some really cool stuff, like when you go to your life Shinsu, you can train with them, and they have these little side games that you can play that are really kind of cool. But I mean, the depth of the game is immense. So overall, I have to say, I gave the game an A+ on depth, because there's just so much stuff to do to keep you busy, keep you going in all different directions. And you see how busy I was running through this to show you guys as much stuff as I could. But I am out of time, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. Also, don't forget to comment and like these videos, as we really do appreciate that feedback. If you'd like to play or learn more about Age of Wushu, you can read the full review at MMODen.com or just click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching.